Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Cowboys, Wizards, and Liars is a genre-blending fantasy western that follows Noah Farmer, a young wizard and new private investigator, as he goes looking for a missing woman named Gloria and gets pulled through a magical rupture into a version of the Arizona territory shaped by myth, outlaw energy, and time-bending consequences. What starts as a search mission opens into something bigger, a lost gold legend, a second story unfolding inside an enchanted paperback, a growing mystery around identity and fate, and a long ride through a past that feels both dusty and unstable. By the end, the book becomes a story about how greed warps people, how stories rewrite the world, and how Noah slowly learns that solving a case is not the same thing as understanding it. The story has that friendly, front porch voice that makes you want to keep going, and Noah is a big reason why. He's funny without trying too hard, unsure of himself in a believable way, and just self-aware enough to keep the story grounded. I also liked how author V.J. Garski lets the Western and fantasy elements sit side by side without making a big show of it. Horses, ghosts, guns, spells, prospectors, con men, and enchanted books all share the same trail dust. That mix could have felt gimmicky, but here it mostly feels natural. The book has a steady charm to it as well. It's not slick, not overly dark, just confident in its own odd little weather. I also appreciate the author's choices around structure. The story inside the story could have been a mess, but instead it gives the novel an extra pulse. It creates this feeling that the ground is shifting under Noah, even when he thinks he has his footing. At the same time, the book is strongest when it slows down and lets character do the work. Noah's bond with animals, his awkwardness with people, and his reactions to figures like Jack and Fisher gave the novel its real heart for me. I liked how ambitious the book is with its many moving parts. The plot keeps introducing fresh turns and new layers, which gives the story a lively, restless energy. I found myself wishing a scene would linger a little longer, not because it lost me, but because I was enjoying the world and wanted to stay in it. I was engaged the whole way through. The whole thing has the pull of a campfire story told by someone who knows exactly when to grin and when to lower their voice. I recommend this most to readers who enjoy fantasy westerns, light historical fantasy, and adventure stories that care as much about voice and companionship as they do about magic and mystery. It feels like a good pick for someone who wants genre fiction with personality, humor, and a strong sense of place rather than grimness or heavy lore. I think readers who like their fantasy a little scrappy, a little heartfelt, and a little strange will have a good time here. And if you're the kind of reader who hears a title like Cowboys, Wizards, and Liars and immediately thinks, well, that sounds like fun, this book is very much for you.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.